Hi there, it's Sue here. I have just signed up with Elementor Cloud Hosting and I've logged in and I'm just having a look around. So I thought I'd do a quick video and show you around the back office, talk about the difference between that and SiteGround cost in terms of cost, and just give a few thoughts on what I'm finding in there and whether there's much that's very different. Okay, so stay posted. Okay, so we're in the back office in this Elementor cloud hosting website. So I'm going to do a video talking about what I'm doing. The announcement of announcements, a bit like my PM here in New Zealand. Maybe it's a Kiwi thing. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up a website on a domain that I've registered under my name, so suewoolage.co.nz. Now I was going to set this up in SiteGround, so I've been hosting my sites with SiteGround for a few years now, and I've been really happy with them. The only thing that really bugs me about them is the price, and so I paid $335 US for a year, and that's on their middle plan. Yeah, so I'm on this Grow Big plan with Elementor, and so it says here $29.99 a month, excluding GST. That's Australian dollars. I'm in New Zealand, so a little bit more expensive again, and we have 15% GST, of course. So $335 US a year, which equates to about $500 a year, just for their basic hosting. And then I pay $18 a year for the site scanner on some of my websites. And I've currently got 4 or 5 websites. So I've got my clinic site, I've got one for my jewelry, I've got one that I've just, as a fairly new one, talking about the keto diet, and I've got an old website as well, which is basically really not being used. And the reason, what I'm actually thinking, what I'm planning on doing, is amalgamating all of that into one site, because I'm just finding it's too much to actually manage, along with running my clinic and seeing clients and everything else. I used to, once upon a time, I actually had 30 different websites, which was just crazy, but all in different niches. And so that's what I've been kind of trying to decide, is whether I need to keep my sites niched and have my clinic site separately, or whether I can put it all onto one site. So I'm going to have a go at putting it all onto one site on Elementor hosting, and I'm going to video that as much as I can, how I build the site and everything. So if this is something that you're looking at, that might be of interest for you. So let's get back in here and have a quick look around. So when you sign up, it basically takes you step by step through. It makes it really simple for people who have never done anything like this before. So if you're a newbie to doing stuff with WordPress or building websites, this could be a good way for you to go, just from looking at the beginning of it. So when you sign up, it sets you up with a URL, as with this one here. So I put in my website name as Sue Woolage. It has created this URL, which is suewoolage.elementor.cloud. So if I click on that website, on that link, it actually takes me to my website because I'm logged in. So this is all that's on this site at the moment. But if I wasn't logged in, it won't show it, because the site is actually locked. So your site is set up with site lock on, and that means search engines can't crawl it, and so they won't display it until you're ready and you turn it on. Turn the site lock off, and turn your website on, and visitors can't access it. So nobody can have a snoop around and have a look. So you can keep it all private until you're ready to actually turn that site lock off and allow search engines to crawl it. So that's all set up when you first log in, and so you can connect your own domain, which I will do later. So as I said, I've got suewoolage.co.nz, which I had started to set up on SiteGround but I really haven't done anything with it apart from install WordPress and add a few plugins, and I think that was as far as I got with it. So I'm going to change that and point that to this website once I'm ready. Okay, so as it says here, site lock is on. You can turn that off at any time and unlock your site when you're ready for your site to go live. There is backups, so this hosting plan comes with 24-hour backups, so your site is backed up once every 24 hours, which is great. I had that with SiteGround as well, and it's come in handy a few times when things have got a bit messed up or have had problems with conflicts and things like that. So very, very important to have some sort of backup plan. If you need backups more than 24 hourly, then you might have to look at something else, installing a plugin to do that or some other way of doing that on a more regular basis. But for most sites, I think once every 24 hours is often enough. All right, what else? So in here, so I'm logged into my Elementor account. Okay, so when we go to websites in my account, it shows me this is my new hosting account and the new website, and then I also have 3 lots of Elementor Pro that I've been using on existing websites. So as you can see, I've got my jewelry site and my keto site. My clinic site has been built with another theme, which I'd been using for years prior to trying Elementor. And Elementor is just amazing. It's fantastic. It's taken a little bit to get used to because I've been used to using the other types of themes for so long. But once you start to get your head around how Elementor works, it's just so configurable, and so it just builds fantastic websites. So definitely worth looking at, and definitely worth the money in my view. So this shows me what are the current subscriptions that I have with Elementor, and when you get Elementor Cloud Hosting, it comes with 100 gigabytes of bandwidth, 20 gigabyte of storage, and 100,000 monthly visitors, which is basically what I had with SiteGround. So you'll see here on this plan that I was on, I had 20 gigabytes of web space and 100,000 monthly visits. For $330 odd a year, compared to $99. The difference with the SiteGround is that I could put multiple sites on there. But if I'm going to go back to one site or 2 sites, it's actually more cost effective for me to go with the Elementor hosting. And because with this, I'm also paying about $50 a year each, I think, for Elementor. So for each site. And so it all adds up, especially it's all in US dollars. I'm in New Zealand. And so by the time I'm paying for my hosting, the site scanner on each site, Elementor, I'm paying probably close to $500 US a year, which is a lot of money. So, yeah. All right. So, this is the site activations. So, yeah, so I'm paying $99 a year for that. All right. So when you come in here, you have the option to open your WordPress dashboard, edit your website with Elementor, or manage the website. So if you go to manage this website, that takes you back here where the page I was before. Open the WordPress website. It pretty much looks exactly the same as it does inside any other WordPress website. When I signed up for this last night, I jumped in and had a quick look, and so it comes installed with a couple of plugins. One of them was Hello Dolly, which I thought had gone a long time ago. It used to be installed with every copy of WordPress, and then it seemed to disappear, but it was here, so I've deleted that. Hello Dolly doesn't really do anything apart from put something random on your homepage. I think little sayings and things, so it's just one of those funny little things that somebody thought was amusing. So it comes with Elementor Pro, obviously, and activity log, which shows you all the activities everything that's happened on your website. Now you can delete that plugin if you don't want that. I'm not sure how much resources this would take, whether it uses a lot or not. But yeah, I don't know. So that's the activity log. But basically everything else pretty much looks the same. So it comes with this little extra piece on the top which you can dismiss, but it's helpful for, especially when you're first setting up your website and for people who aren't used to, haven't had much experience doing this, because it just gives you a few little hints as to what you can do. So you can browse the kit library. So Elementor comes with kits, which are basically themes and or styles. When you use Elementor free, you'll get certain kits for free, and then there are others that are added when you pay for Elementor Pro. I've noticed in here there actually seems to be more kits than there was with Elementor Pro. Just going by memory, I might be wrong, but that's just going by memory. There was ones in here that I don't know that I've actually seen before, so I'm going to have a good look through those later before I actually get stuck into building my website. I don't think I'll use a kit though. I think I will just start from scratch, because I think that's going to be easier for what I want to do. So that is the kit library. So there's a link there to set up your homepage. So that basically just goes to the settings that where you set your homepage. So if you've got other pages created already, you can change that, or you can, if you're creating a blog, you can just make the homepage your latest posts. So that's that one. You can set up your site menus from this link. And so once you've got some pages on there and you know what menus you want, you can set those up. To go live with your site, of course, you connect your own domain, turn off the site lock, and allow search engine visibility. So they're good little just reminders there of things that you need to do. But basically everything else is just pretty much the same. The themes that it comes set with. So it comes with the Hello Elementor theme, which is the perfect theme to use with Elementor. There are others that a lot of developers use that are also popular. Astra is one of them, and there's another one too that I hadn't actually heard of. It's Cadenza or something. I wrote it down. I came across it yesterday. Cadence. So Cadence, Astra, and Hello are three of the most popular websites for using with Elementor. Hello is created by Elementor, and so it's you're probably not going to get much better than that. There are possibly things in the other two themes that this one doesn't have, but it's light and it's fast and it's easy to use. So, and the whole thing is completely configurable anyway. And then of course it comes with basically 2020, 2021, and 2022. And so that's the themes that it comes with. What else? I did a video on how to change the username if you want to do that. So when Elementor Cloud first came out, it was setting everybody up with admin as their username, which is not a good idea because it just makes it so much easier for those criminal people out there to try and hack into your website if they know what your username is. So I've done a video, and I will link to that from underneath this one, on how to change your username. Really easy. It's a little plugin that does it really simply. Normally, if you're using a hosting company with cPanel, you can go to phpMyAdmin and change your username straight into the database. Not recommended for people who haven't had any experience with doing things like that. So this plugin would be best for them as well. But we don't have access to the database as far as I can see with the Elementor cloud hosting. So using this plugin just makes it really easy. It's like takes only a couple of minutes, and then you can just delete the plugin and it's done. So I did that and did a video on how to do that for anybody who needs that information. So what else? So I think that's probably all that I want to talk about right now. I will be doing videos, as I said, going through setting up this website. So just to show people how to do different things, and so I have reminders myself, because I do things and then I might not do it for a while, and then when I go back it's like, oh crap, how do I do that? So that was one of the reasons that I decided to set up this YouTube channel, because sometimes when you're not building websites all the time, it's things just escape your memory, and it's incredibly frustrating because you know how to do it, you've done it before, and then you can't think how to do it. So that's part of my motivation, as well as helping other people. So yeah, I will do a video. The next one I'll probably do will be installing plugins. So that's one of the things with Elementor cloud hosting, is that there are some plugins that will not work. So there may be some that you've used before, if you've used WordPress, that you will find that you can't use with Elementor cloud hosting, because they don't work and they cause clashes, and so they just don't allow them. They do have a list, so if you do a search on plugins and you find something that doesn't work, it will show you. There's a link you can click on, and it'll show you the plugins that currently are not compatible with Elementor. But most are. All the ones that I've looked at that I want to use, I think, are compatible. So I'll be doing a video showing all of that up next. So I'll put all these videos into a playlist, and then that'll make it easy if you wanted to go through one by one and follow along with what I'm doing. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, share with anybody you think might find this interesting, and yeah, that's all I think. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you again in the next video. Bye for now.